commentary, blue, commentary, burgundy, commentary, comment blue, commentary, comment burgundy, blue, commentary, burgundy, commentary, commentary.
Hey guys, welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. You guys never, ever see me on a late night live. And this is because this has been requested several times over. Let me just close this off. This has been requested several times over. We have been talking about RaeShonda and her wife LaShondra. And we've been talking about that they're a famous TikTok couple. Rae here in a beautiful blue dress. She has over 2 million TikTok followers, and they built this platform. LaShondra, she's a bishop, I believe, a bishop, and she also is a property manager. But what we know her from is them decorating their house with these crazy inflatables every holiday. It don't matter the holiday. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, it could be St. Patrick's Day. It could be President's Day. LaShondra was decorating these houses crazily so far as that the public started sending them items over to decorate. Like they literally were mailing these people items for their house to decorate. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, this has been highly requested. I never come on a live. If you guys don't know, I mostly cover TLC shows and things of that nature, but you asked for it, so let's do it, honey. If you're here, let's hit the like button. And also, I want to let you know that is ways that you could support me below in the description box. Right now, I'm fighting a case with YouTube. I'm fighting a case. I'm like LaShondra, fighting a case. Oh, goodness. But this is what I want to talk about. Sort of an unpopular opinion about what's going on. So you guys, just so you know, since I have you here, I have a Cash App, I have PayPal. I'm not LaShondra in real life, but every cent goes into the channel. So there you go. Let's get to it. So we're talking about Rae and LaShondra. And you guys, this is so sad because let me tell you something. Being with anyone any length of time and building with them and having to break up, especially you have a blended family, right? That is tragic. I'm not saying I'm on Rae's side. I'm not saying I'm on LaShondra's side. Heck, actually, I am in favor of Rae. I like her story from homelessness, serving her country, got homeless, turned her life around, her confidence book, her boutique business. I'm team Rae, right? However, I have to look at, like I said, your girl Burgundy is up in age. I'm gonna call it what it is. Everything that Rae said in her live was what she told us happened. We never at once, nor let me be clear, nor does she have to give us proof, saw proof of anything. Baby, when I tell you LaShondra, her wife, is going on with the regularly scheduled program with work, with prayer, minding her business. And everybody's like, well, are you going to respond? And she is not. And you guys, I think deep down, she's not responding because of a hope of a reconciliation. One thing I wish she would have responded publicly is when Rae told us that LaShondra hates Jayla. Like she actually just said that she hates it. She calls my baby names. Like how hurtful is that? And that's supposed to be her daughter, her bonus daughter, right? So, and you guys, side note, Jayla is the one that looks most like RaeShonda out of her 4 kids, right? So I'm gonna tell you my standpoint on things, and I'm gonna cite Baller Steph for my references. Um, you guys, I think that Rae was deeply angry, and she had every right to be. But I think a lot of things were just one sided. And I'm gonna play an example. Let's start, and we're gonna try to claim fair use, which we have down here a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, and I'll let YouTube read the rest. Okay, let's play this little clip from Rae and her brother, Pan LaShonda, who's a property manager of a HUD home, rent via Cash App.
My brother has been Cash Apping LaShondra his rent for the past 12 months because he lives on that property. I said, what, Morris? He said, yeah, for the past year. So y'all tell me, do y'all think that LaShondra is going to go to the ATM machine or anywhere and withdraw that money, get a money order, and run it through the system? Because she can't run it through as herself because she works there. But it's the fact that you're accepting federal money through your personal Cash App.
Okay. Now, hold on, guys. I'm gonna pull up something that I want to be clear with. Hold on, let me see if I can get that. Hold on, guys. Now, she told us right here in that video that, hey, Zell, thanks for being here. I know you don't know these people. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. She told us right there in that video that her brother was paying rent from HUD homes from a subsidized location to her wife via Cash App, and she had no idea. Now, also this week, allegedly, another tenant came out, which we'll go through today, and she said that she was paying $400. Her and her boyfriend or baby daddy was paying $400 a month to LaShondra, allegedly, when their rent should have been $0. And I kept asking, and no one, that's why this live is, no one's telling me. I said, okay, if your rent's supposed to be $0, why are you paying anybody anything? Why? I'm not paying you anything if my rent's supposed to be 0. Now, in my opinion, I said maybe they said, hey, I'll give you an extra bedroom for a little more money, or it was like a little side thing. But allegedly, she was getting her brother was paying her wife for over a year Cash App funds for his apartment that should have went to the government. So she's skimming off the top. Okay. Now, we never saw those receipts. So we figured, Rae's a little distraught and all of that. You know a receipt we did see? This one. Rae went live to show us a receipt of LaShondra, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't even see LaShondra name there, but I'm sure it was her. I'm not saying Rae's lying. Of LaShondra apologizing and she loves her. Where was that Cash App receipt? We also went down the rabbit hole of Rae telling us that LaShondra was stealing for a church from the church. That the church that she was a part of said, I hope she doesn't go to jail again. No one has found her jail records as of date. As of date. I just have to say that. Like, do I think Rae's telling the truth? Yeah. Or do I think that I'm gonna tell you, like, I watch a lot of Lifetime. I watch a lot of Oxygen Snapped. I watch a lot of TLC. But even to the fact where Rae was telling us how her best friend gave $1,000 for her wedding dress, and LaShondra allegedly borrowed the $1,000 from Rae, best friend, for the wedding dress. And allegedly, Rae knew nothing about this, but she was told she was gifted the $1,000, right? So if don't you go to your friend and say, "Hey, best friend, thanks for giving me $1,000 for my wedding day." And how was $1,000 formulated? Was it in a card, in a wishing well? Was it a Cash App? Was it a Zelle? Was it a check? Was it a money order? What do you mean? Someone just your best friend that your wife says your best friend and her wife gifted you $1,000. And then for a year and a half, they felt funny about her living her best life when the wife said they needed to borrow the $1,000. But then LaShondra also told Rae. So on one end, LaShondra's telling her wife, "Hey, you know what? For our wedding day, your best friend gifted us $1,000. Cool." On the other hand, LaShondra allegedly is going to the best friend and saying, "Hey, we need to borrow $1,000 for this dress that she wants." So this is my problem with the communication here. So no one said, "Hey, right on Rae's side, best friend, thank you. I can't believe you gave me $1,000 for my wedding gift. That's awesome." And then on the best friend side, "Hey, it's been a year and a half and you still ain't paid me back. And I see you at Beyonce concert." I'm just throwing it in there. I know that Beyonce is recently, but I mean, where is the disconnect? So now we get to the rent situation, and I'm gonna play that off for baller Steph. I'm just bringing up that we haven't seen any receipts. Even on TikTok the other day, they said that for some odd reason the tenants stormed the rental office, but nobody had video of that. Nobody had video of the tenants storming the rental office. And this is 2023. You see what I'm saying? It's something that's just not adding up. It's something that just can't be just not adding up. Okay, let's listen to shout out to Baller Steph. I also feel like that at this point, if Rae cannot produce the receipts, not to us, I'm not saying to us, I'm saying if she cannot produce a receipt in general, that she could have a lawsuit on her hands. That's my opinion. Because, and I'm going to play this part now coming up. So I'm going to I don't want to repeat myself because I know the people that's following me basically saw the story. So they're married. Okay. Rae turned around. She's backing out the driveway on August 30th. And her daughter see a letter on the door, and it's an eviction notice. Okay. So she finds an eviction notice. She tells her wife, "What's this eviction notice about?" Her wife says she knows nothing about it. Okay, I'm just ad-libbing. She has to go out of town because she's booked and busy. She comes back to deal with it, and she finds out that it's been 3 to 4 NSF checks bouncing. She also tells us that she pays her rent on the 15th plus late fees. Okay. So after all that happens, they're driving down to Rae's next gig, and Rae tells us herself, and we'll listen to it together. She says, LaShondra tells, Rae's telling the story, but LaShondra says, "Hey, you know what else? That loan you defaulted on, that loan I defaulted on the loan you co-signed for." That's what she says. And she says, "Therefore, they denied us for the next house." So you mean to tell me after you found out the girl wasn't paying the rent, you was applying for another house to live with her again and put her in charge of the application process just because she's a property manager? I am so confused. So y'all was going to move into another house if you had not got denied. And then if you go to Baller Steph page, and I'm not digging that deep because I wouldn't want it done. They pulled up the eviction records and Ray's name was on there. Now I do know that people can be included, but if you guys are applying for this place together, you may have possibly applied for the last place together. So Ray also said in the live, hey, instead of LaShondra going online to pay the rent, she walked a check down on the 20 something instead of after Ray gave her half. So that means you had online access yourself to see if the rent was paid. That means that when you pay your rent here, I know all is not the same. I know all is not created equal. I'm just putting two and two together. Which cracks me up because that lady on TikTok say, then why don't you put 5 and 5 together and 10 of your business? But we're talking about it. But if you're saying you're paying the late fees on the 15th, that means that you know that your wife is not capable of completely paying the rent on the 1st, which means that as a previous homeless person, someone that has been homeless, I would not pay my boutique rent first. I want to repeat that. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm just saying that. Ray tells us she pays her boutique rent on the 1st. And then she pays her house, the roof over her head, on the 15th plus late fees. I'm like, huh? So if you're paying plus late fees, you know that rent's not getting paid. So at that point, I'm thinking in my head, this is my head, LaShondra then spent her rent money up because she didn't even put her half up. So now she got to wait another week to the next pay period or something and try to float a check through. Instead of discussing it with you, which may be intimidating because in this live, she did say you were, and I'm ad-libbing. Well, we ain't got to ad-lib. I could play it, but nobody knew you before me. You built this off your back, off my back. People are cash apping you because of me, and you deserve to go to jail. I'm trying to figure this out. As a homeless person, previous homeless person, I understand being in love. I understand trusting somebody to the max. I do. I'm going to tell y'all a funny story real quick. I'm going to put this on pause. So I put myself on Front Street. If y'all not following me, follow me. I got funny stories. It's crazy. So I was 20 years old. Not even. Yeah, maybe I wasn't 21 yet because I couldn't even get into the club or nothing like that. So I might have been 19, 20. So I was with my boyfriend that turned into my fiance at the time. And I had this white Chevy Cavalier. It was white with a little gray stripes out. Ooh, Chevy Cavalier. Crazy. Quick story. So anyway, this guy was the bomb. Me and him worked like in the same area, so we rode together, all that stuff. And he ended up being my fiance, right? Good to me. So anyway, nice guy. So he used my car, so he was picking me up. He had his own car, and he got a car accident. Long story. But he got a car accident before he used my. This was years ago. I didn't know he had a Chevy Lumina. So the car accident was like his car was parked, so it gave him money where he was able to fund my apartment. All right, I'm just putting out there. So, he used my car to make a run or whatever. So the next day, I said, just pick me up the next day. I didn't let him spend the night. I said, just pick me up the next day. So he came pick me up the next day. He was like, let me get your door, madam. No, I don't want you to drive. Madam, let me get your door. So I'm like, oh my goodness, he's so sweet. He don't want me to drive. He get in my door. So I'm a passenger princess for about 2-3 days. And I was like, I want to drive. And he was like, no, I don't want my lady driving. Y'all, the left side of my car, the driver's side of my car was smashed like a tuna can. And I mean, crumpled up like a ball of foil, y'all. He didn't want me to go to that side of the car. I mean, he was backing into anything. He didn't want me to go to that side of the car because that side of the car was it was done. And it was at least 3 or 4 days. And I'm like, so why you didn't tell me when you pulled up? And it is totally funny because I didn't even hear it, but I mean, I didn't even understand it. But now that I think about it, when he would open the door, it would be like, and it was a new car. So I'm like, what? So total side of my car crash. Could have told me. I could have called my insurance company. Yada yada yada. I ended up riding around with a balled up foil of a car on one side and the other side perfect. Oh, it was. I wonder if I got. I'm gonna post that picture if I ever find it. It was ridiculous. Lied. Like, madam, let me let you in the car, and I'm thinking I'm special. So yes, to get back on this, I understand how people can. It's funny as hell. I understand how people can pull the wool over your eyes. But it was little things that I could have picked up on, like the squeaking of the door, I never can drive. I mean, he was aggressive with like, nah, sit over here. Just little stuff. So that's what I'm getting from Ray a little bit. Like we all played the fool. We all played the fool at one point and been like, why we didn't catch on to that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I feel like it was something, it was cool when she knew about it and it wasn't going to affect her. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? So I want to go back. So y'all was gonna still get an apartment together after you lost this apartment. Did y'all catch that? Let's play that part because I was like, oh, okay. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna set it up.
Right? My stomach is killing me because I can't leave for Atlanta with this fucking eviction notice on the door. We get to Atlanta. I do both of my gigs. Okay. I come back from Atlanta September 5th. I say, have you talked to the people? What is this eviction notice about? She says, I haven't heard from them. Okay. September 5th. September 6th, I get up and get dressed and go to the rental office. I go to RE/MAX office. Okay. I had to sit across from this man while he prints off all this stuff and tells me what's been going on for the past 11 months.
Now. I want to pause this. Again, I'm not against Ray, but I want to talk about how if you knew nothing, if you were not on that lease, if you, not saying she didn't, I know she booked and busy, but if you were not on that lease, wasn't nobody going to sit down and print out nothing if you were not the lease holder. So that's what I want to say. Like, even going back to that, I do know things could be pulled, the wool could be pulled on your eyes, over your eyes, but no notices, no emails, no texts, no inboxes, no nothing. But you could walk into the RE/MAX office, not the couple that you rent from, like she told us, but you could walk into the RE/MAX office and he could print off everything and you're not the leaseholder.
Okay? Because we ain't been in the house a year. Okay? So, Labor Day weekend, right?
Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
August 30th, I'm backing out of the driveway, me and Jayla. Jayla says, Mama, what's that on the front door? I said, I don't know. We get out, go get it off the door. It's a fucking eviction notice on my front door. August 30th. Do you hear what I said? August 30th. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not lying. I call LaShondra and I say, what the fuck is this on the door? She said, I don't know. It must be a mistake. No, we didn't buy this house. This house is rented. Okay? The house is rented by a Black couple and they follow us on social media. So how fucking embarrassing. How embarrassing. Okay? She says, I don't know. It must be a mistake. Listen, same day, we're leaving. I got two gigs. I got 2 gigs in Atlanta that I got to go to.
Okay. Now I'm gonna pause it there. So, like she said, the family that she's renting from is following her on social media. However, the Remax office is where she went to print off I guess that's who holds the property managers. You know what I mean? So to me, LaShondra being a property manager is just a extra perk for people that want to rent to them because they figure that property managers know better. And that's what I want to talk about. As a property manager, she knows when you're going to get the 5-day notice. She knows when you get the 10-day notice. She knows when you'll get the eviction notice. She already knew that, especially in that state because she's working for that. And we've seen LaShondra do evictions before. I can't believe that this is actually what is happening. And I can't believe this part. 1 second, guys. Let me set that up.
Because we ain't been in the house a year.
Sorry, buffering, guys.
Okay? So, I sent LaShondra the funds on August 15th. I pay my boutique rent on the 1st. I pay my house rent on the 15th, plus late fees. Okay? I sent LaShondra my money August 15th. Okay? Not only did she not go online and make the payment.
Okay, I'm gonna pause that right there. So you're saying you sent the money on the 15th and you pay your other rent on the 1st. If you're paying plus late fees, that's a clear acknowledgement that LaShondra cannot handle the $2,000 a month allegedly rent on her own. You have been homeless before. You guys have not been in the house 11 months. Why would you allow this to happen as a 6-figure earner? And I'm saying that because that's what Ray tells us for sure. 6-figure earner. Even now, she tells us, I have money in the bank. I'm homeless, but I got money. I'm booked and busy, and I haven't made it to where I got money. I got it. That's what she wants us to know. As a 6-figure earner, sorry, tongue tied. Wouldn't you want maybe flip it? I know she said that LaShondra wanted to be like the gender masculine role, and I'm doing air quotes, where she would be paying the rent and taking care of the bills, but she could not. So what would be wrong with you paying up front if you're already splitting everything 50-50? What would be wrong with you paying up front and allowing the catch up at the end? Because when you're newly in this property, and you guys, the TikTok, it was crazy. Like when they were going for this house hunting, they were going to look at it every day. They were talking about renovations. This was not going to be their forever home, but it was going to be a long-term home. They had a pool in the back. They were letting us know everything, the grass cutting. Like they were obsessed with this house, especially LaShondra. Why would they let it go down like this, like move in and be late? I'm confused. That's my point. I'm confused. It is exhausting. It is.
She waited until August 21st to take them a check. August 21st, August 24th, the check bounced. This is the third NSF charge. Okay? Third NSF. So the people filed eviction, right? Because they're sick of asking for their money. So this is me, September 6th, sitting across from this man in the rental office telling me this, okay? I'm in tears. Why? Because y'all already know my story. I've already been homeless. How am I homeless with money in the bank? So I asked the man, I say, what do you need me to do right now, sir? He said, I need you to pay September rent. I go to the bank. I get $2,700 out the bank. Okay, $2,700 that I just earned in Atlanta. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it there. Like I told y'all, I get it. I've been there, done that. $2,700 when you already were behind. Y'all, this is a little advice from your auntie Burgundy. Call, make them arrangements, and let me tell you, in this situation, make a good faith payment. No way I'm walking in there with just September rent in the last 11 months I've been past due. And I got money in the bank and I got it. Now, if I don't got it, that's different. I got it. I'm coming in there, sir. I didn't know what was going on. Because it's going to cost you more than that to move, right? Here go $2,700. This the $2,000 in rent. This the court cost. And I'm going to double down and I'm going to pay them NSF fees. Okay? And then here is October's rent in good faith. This won't happen again. Okay? Let's play back.
I take it to them. I take it to the rental office.
Because, side note, your girl Burgundy didn't have an eviction, okay? I told you that. Ain't no shame in my game. Life lessons. That 2,700, shoot, I think that sometimes it don't even cover what their late fees for the mortgage and stuff. And like I said, I was ignorant, didn't know that. Thinking people just have a house, they got it like that. They could take my late payments and I could pay when I feel like it. No, they're paying mortgage too. They're paying mortgage too, and they're getting hounded by the bank. And if they don't have that income from the rental property, they can't pay it. And I was so ignorant about that. I swear.
He says, I'm not sure if they're going to let you stay. Okay? Listen, this is September 6th. Okay? That I had to pay $2,000 rent and 2 court costs because this was not the first time that they had filed eviction on us. This was not 11 months. Okay?
Okay, sorry guys, I got cut off. So just remember they were getting evicted in August because of the late fees and the bounce checks. So we don't know if that was covered, but it seems like it was because the man said just pay September rent, which again, you walking in late. Okay. So according to Ray, her normal payment would have been on September 15th. Okay. Which is still not a good practice. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you have money in the bank, when you're broke or you're trying to make things happen, I understand. You're floating it, you're getting stuff by, you're getting by Peter to pay Paul. Where did that come from anyway? Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Where did that come from? Y'all let me know in the comments. But she literally had the money in the bank from what she's telling us and was able to cover it to stop the possible eviction. Something not right. Okay. Now let's just get off of that. That was my 2 cents because I just didn't understand that. Now we go back to she owes that LaShondra is stealing money from the church. Rae tells us we got that from text messages. Hearsay. A bishop said, I hope she doesn't go jail again. This one guy on TikTok, he paid $50 for her background report. I would never do such. I would never do a such. I'm nosy, but I ain't that nosy. To pay $50 for somebody's background report. Now, did we look? I guess so, but it really didn't say anything but normal stuff. She had an eviction or two. She bounced a check or two, but it said nothing about jail, allegedly. She had some aliases, but aliases, when people put your name in, could be anything. But when you have a unique spelling name, that's what happens. Sometimes if your name is Michael, sometimes your aliases instead of EAL is AEL. It's always something like that. You guys, it's just a bunch of hearsay. It's really a bunch of hearsay. It's a bunch of, this is my side of the story, and then we haven't heard the other side of the story. But I think the main part is, you mean to tell me that you were able to go to a RE/MAX office and they printed out all the leaseholder information, even though you didn't know anything? Then afterwards, you got in a car, and the lady who's your wife, who said, hey, my mom bought us this rent a center table in 2021, and you found, and rent a center come knocking on your door to repo the table. You went ahead and got another place with her. And y'all, I'm not even gonna go down the rabbit hole, but you can find it on Rae's story, where they had to move out the last place last year because the landlord faked like he had cancer. I'm not laughing at cancer, but he ended up having weight loss surgery. I'm like, what? So I wonder if, no, I was about to say, I wonder if LaShondra told that story, but no, Rae said that the new neighbors moved in, and she said, oh, congratulations on your new house. And they said, oh, we just renting. And she said, no, they said you're buying. And they said, no, we're just renting. He just wanted to get rid of them. This is crazy. What's going on over there? So y'all, that was my 2 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents. Do I think that LaShondra's taking the right way out? Yeah, so far, because I feel like Rae may not say nothing unless she has the receipts, because it could be a lawsuit. That's my alleged opinion. Now, one thing I do wish that LaShondra would talk about, the accusation about her hating Jayla, because that's supposed to be her daughter. So you guys, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for joining me. I just want to talk about this because this was requested, and I'm gonna be honest, I wish them all the best. I hope that Rae does know the power of her social media presence. If you go on LaShondra's Instagram page, Instagram, TikTok page, everyone's calling her thieves, scammers, stuff that were pastors are things that were with P and then a file at the end. You guys, I'm gonna be honest. What if she would have took herself away because of the situation? Anything. She has a teenage son too. We have to remember that LaShondra has a minor son. RaeShonda kids, I believe, are all adult age. This is something that's deep. This is something that's very deep that I wish didn't happen. But I want to say this as well. This is a lesson for anyone that's in a relationship like this, because it's a way to trust someone and give the responsibilities to someone without being blind to everything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But as always, y'all, take care of yourself and each other and be careful out there. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.
Commentary blue. Commentary burgundy. Commentary comment blue. Commentary comment burgundy blue. Commentary blue. Commentary.